What we did was I had already started a small project prior to hiring Colin with some smoke tainted 2017. It was a Malbec Taint Cab Franc blend. The formerly known as Running Bear. I had saved it in barrel because the smoke taint from that vintage was high enough that I didn't want to put it in bottle. So I had sent that out for distillation, and I was like totally winging it with infusing it. I didn't know at all what I was doing, but what I made from it tasted pretty good. And that is still in barrel. That's going to be something else. I don't know what right now. But when I hired Colin, I was like, hey, let's finish this project because I knew he had that experience. And then we happened to have the crazy fires last year. And I didn't want to back out on any of my growers, but I also didn't want to release smoky wine. And so what happened was we had quite a lot of wine that was too smoky to use in lemonade or in Vin de Days Rouge or whatever. And we set that aside, and it ended up being about 1,500 gallons of wine that was too smoky to put into our blends. So we sent that out to Freeland Spirits, which is a distillery here in Portland that's really gaining a great reputation, and it's owned by two women, and they're the distillers, and they made brandy out of the wine that we weren't able to use. The brandy itself tastes really good. Both of the brandies that we've made, I really enjoy the actual like flavor of the brandy. The one that we made out of the Pinot Noir that was cast off from lemonade and from Vin de Days Rouge has kind of like a pear brandy kind of thing to it. So it tastes to me more like a fruit brandy in and of itself. And then Colin, since he has made gin so much, he has this real formulaic way of making Amaro. And I had read a couple of Amaro books about the great Amaros of the world and what exactly is in them from a recipe standpoint. And I took all the ones that I really liked and wrote down the ingredients that seemed to be common in the ones that I really like. So most of the ones that I'm really into are the Northern Italian ones, the kind of Alpine Italian ones like Braulio and Nonino and some of those. And I wrote down what I knew about them. And then Colin had this really extensive background that he already knew quite a lot about them. And he started making individual tinctures basically out of those ingredients that we sourced, and has built this this base out of all these infusions that he made.